and welcome to In the Kitchen with Natasha. Today I'm going to share with you my recipe for a biryani dish. It's going to be a chicken biryani. So let's get started with the ingredients that you will need. You're going to need 2 cups of rice. You want to use basmati rice, and you're going to wash the rice and put it in a bowl with some water and allow it to soak for about 20 minutes. The next thing is you put up a pot to hot on medium-high heat. Allow that to hot while I go through the rest of ingredients with you all. First, I have 1 pound of chicken pieces washed and cut up. I have 1 pack of biryani powder. You can use whatever flavor biryani powder you like. 6 ounces of fat-free plain yogurt. 1 tablespoon of finely grated ginger. 1 tablespoon of chopped garlic. 1 large onion finely chopped. Flat leaf parsley. Some scallions chopped. Salt and pepper to taste. And if you have ghee, you can use 2 tablespoons, or you can use some canola oil. Okay, the next step is you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay, the next step is you're going to add your ghee or your oil to your pot. And then add the onions in when the oil is nice and warm. Let's test it to see if it's nice. Yes, it is. So add in all of your onions. Now allow this to saute until it's nice and brown. While the onions are sauteing, I am going to season my chicken. You're going to open your box of biryani powder. So I've opened my pack, and you can see here is the powder inside. It's a curry powder with a lot of spices. Put that into your chicken. Next, you want to add your 1 tablespoon of garlic, your 1 tablespoon of finely minced ginger, scallions, and chopped flat leaf parsley, some black pepper, and no salt. The biryani powder has salt in it, so you do not want to add any salt. It will just make it salty. Mix the chicken, set aside until your onions have browned. So my onions have browned, and what you're going to do next is add your chicken with your biryani spices into this. Add some water to this bowl and set aside. So I added some water to my bowl that I had my seasonings in with the chicken. You just want a very little, maybe about a half a cup of water would be just fine, because with this the chicken is going to let out water while it cooks, and those juices from that chicken, you don't want to add too much of water to this, because it's going to be too much for the rice. So let this cook. If you need this water, you add it. If you don't, you just leave it aside. My chicken is coming along really nice, and the thing is, there's not enough liquid in here to cook this chicken. We're only going to cook the chicken halfway through, because it's going to go into the oven and it's going to bake until it's finished cooked. So I'm going to add my half a cup of reserved liquid. That's going to be just enough to help this cook. You're going to cover it and allow it to cook for about 15 minutes. While your chicken is cooking, you want to put a pot of water on medium high to heat up so that you can boil your rice. Now the rice only takes 4 minutes to cook, exactly 4 minutes after it's been soaking, so you do not want to leave it longer than that. Also, the other thing is you want to put your oven to preheat to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, so that when the chicken is finished and the rice is done, we're going to put it into a baking dish and we're going to layer it. We're going to put the chicken in here, and then we're going to cover it with the rice, cover it with foil, and put it to bake for an additional 15 minutes. Okay, my chicken has been cooking for about 10 minutes now. I took the cover off and I'm going to finish up the last 5 minutes without the cover, so that I can keep an eye on it and keep an eye on the liquid, because you do not want too much of sauce in this. My chicken is about 2 minutes away from being done, so what you want to do is drain out the water from your rice, and you'd want to add just about 1 teaspoon of salt, just a little. And then you're going to add it to your boiling water. My oven has just come up to temperature. Make sure and always turn your rice so that it doesn't stick at the bottom. Set your timer to 4 minutes, because that's all you want the rice to go for, no longer, otherwise it will get mushy. My chicken is almost done. The last thing you want to do is add in that 6 ounces of plain fat-free yogurt. Mix to combine. As you can see, we have a very nice, rich, thick sauce. Let this cook for 2 minutes, and then we will assemble our rice and chicken to bake. At the end of the 4 minutes, if you check your rice and the grain is still really hard on the inside, you want to bite it. And if it's still really hard, just let it go for 1 more minute and that will be fine. So I have to let mine go for 1 more minute because I think that it's still a little too hard. My chicken is done. Take it off of the heat and set aside. We're just waiting for rice to finish up. So both my chicken and my rice has finished. You're going to take the chicken and you're going to put it into your baking dish, but make sure and put your baking dish on a flat tray so that if anything spills over, it doesn't fall into the oven. So just spoon your chicken into the baking dish. Okay, all of my chicken is in my baking dish. The next thing you're going to do is layer the rice on top. You're going to cover the chicken with the rice. Some people color their rice, but I don't, because the curry from the chicken is going to give it a really nice yellow color. Next, cover the entire baking dish with a foil and place into your 350-degree oven for 15 to about 20 minutes. So into the oven we go. So my biryani has finished. Has taken 20 minutes. I left it in for 20 instead of 15. You want to take it out of the oven. Okay, so now what you want to do is be careful, because remember this is hot. You want to take the foil off of it, and you're going to take a fork and you're going to mix that rice into the chicken. Be careful, as I said, this is really hot. So just mix everything in together until the rice has combined with that sauce. Okay, so I finished mixing my rice into my chicken. And this is what it looks like. It's actually more yellow in real than in the video, so that's okay, but that's it. What you want to do now is you want to serve it. Be careful, remember it's still hot. So you want to get some rice and a piece of chicken. And that's our chicken biryani. Okay, so my chicken biryani is finished. I'm going to have this for lunch today. It smells so delicious. Trust me, I promise you, you are going to love it. So make sure and give it a try. You can get that biryani powder on Amazon. It comes in different spicy levels, so you just get the mild one if you like it mild, spicy if you like it more spicy. I want to thank you for spending time with me today and getting to know one of my other recipes. Let me know down below recipes you'd like me to make, and I hope you enjoyed today's menu. I will see you again next time.